welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brielle Montoya. I'm a mother of 2, soon to be 3. I have this little guy cooking in my belly. We're about 8 weeks, 9 weeks-ish away from when we go in for our scheduled C-section. So excited, it's getting so real. We're in the home stretch. But in today's video, we're gonna be talking about homeschooling. This is my first official year doing it. Last year I did kind of a trial year with my firstborn daughter Mila, and we did like a pre-K year and it went really well. We got like all her activity books and stuff done within the first part of the year, and I feel like she really progressed and kind of took it slower through the rest of the year and we did more like hands-on stuff. I'm very big on manipulative. If you guys are really interested in all things homeschool and everything, you're gonna want to stick around, so please hit that subscribe button and let's get on with the video. So today I wanted to show you guys kind of what I got for her as far as curriculum and supplies and stuff. I'm gonna have Ezra, my second born, join us. He wanted to join us, he's got his crazy bedhead. So we are homeschooling through a charter school, and a charter school is basically like a public school. It's through the state of California, and the government pays for our supplies. They give us the money and we purchase all of our curriculums. So that was really a big factor for us, was we wanted to be able to afford all of like the good curriculum and everything. We didn't want to have to budget and not get what we really wanted. Just like a normal school would have the government pay for supplies for a classroom. That's basically what we're getting. So I'm not going to say the name of her charter school just for privacy reasons, but if you know me, you grew up with me, or I know you really well, you can message me on Instagram, and I would be glad to let you know, because if you wanted to enroll your children as well, I would be more than happy to. But as far as like publicly, I'm not going to tell what school she goes to. So with this charter school, it's completely all like distant learning. I am her teacher. They say I'm her teacher. I have an assistant teacher that basically helps guide me and make sure that I am on the right track as far as keeping up with state standards and everything. So this homeschool method style that we're going with isn't really like a free range homeschool where you're kind of on your own. You have to figure out for yourself. I needed more structure, at least for the first year or two, as far as homeschooling, because I was like, I don't know where to start. I'm really lost. I've never done anything like this before. Even being on Facebook homeschool groups, I was still really lost. Everyone's kind of all over the place as far as like what the best method is to teaching homeschooling. I think everybody has their own style a little bit and way of going about it, but I definitely wanted some type of structure for now until I figured out what I was like doing. At first, when we were trying to pick a school for me, they were like, do we go private, charter, public? I was like, no public, and private's too expensive. And then the charter school, online, I didn't really want her being stuck on a computer. So I decided to go with this school because they have it where you teach them. It's like it's basically free range homeschool, but they have a little bit more structure. Every 6 weeks, you have to turn in some papers to make sure your kid's like staying on track and such in all their subjects and stuff. And if they're lacking or slacking or anything in certain areas, they will give you some advice on what to do. And I really liked that, kind of being like having my hand held through this process. So it is completely homeschool, but we do have like some people there to guide us and stuff, and they help fund like they sent us money so that we could get all her curriculum and stuff. And I'm going to be showing you guys right now what I got her when I decided to pick. There was a huge catalog of stuff, and I finally decided what was going to be best for us, and I'm going to go through all of it and show you guys right now. So let's go ahead and go show you guys. Okay, so I'm already out of breath. Just bear with me if I start panting. So I got these boxes. So all her curriculum is like right here. She has a couple things that still have not delivered yet. So one of that being her social studies little magazines that she's going to be getting every week or every couple of weeks. It's going to be like we can read about it, and then they're going to ask questions and do like projects. So that's going to be like a little fun thing for her to get in the mail. And then she also is getting these. She has a subscription to KiwiCo. She got her first one, but she has more coming every few weeks. It's like a little science kit. And I'll explain more about that in a second. Well, I can't really physically show you guys, but we did sign up for a subscription, year-long subscription to ABC Mouse, just for when we have quiet time, when the newborn's here and my 2-year-old sleeping. Those are the two things like I won't be able to really show you. I'm pretty sure that's all we're missing. The rest of her stuff is all right here. So I'm really excited. Let's jump in. I'm going to scoot you guys closer so you guys can see a little bit better. So I grabbed some school supply stuff from Target, ordered it, and they were able to pay for it and just ship it straight to me. I got this huge thing of Expo markers. They had a lot of like good deals going on. So I was like, you know what? We're probably going to go through all these throughout the year, and if not, we'll have some for the following year. And then I went ahead and grabbed the kids the washable Crayola markers. They already started trying to get into them. I stuck with the Crayola brand for our watercolor paints, and we got some crayons. I did go ahead and grab my first, however you say that brand, pencils. I grabbed the chunkier ones because I do definitely feel like they're a lot easier to hold and everything, and they're a little bit thicker of a font so that I can see her writing a little bit more clear. Careful.
It's like peach too.
Yeah, I went ahead and grabbed this at Target. It was $3 in the Target dollar spot, and I'm gonna use this caddy to put all of her.
I love that. It's so cute and it's peach.
I know, it's so cute. I'm gonna use it to put all of her school stuff in, her markers and crayons and everything. The last thing I got as far as her supplies was this giant construction paper, because when we do projects and all sorts of fun stuff. Oh, I didn't even realize it comes with little stencils. Oh, that's cool. We are going to be using this whole thing probably throughout the year. Okay, now back to that Kiwi crate. This is, Kiwi crate is such a cute idea for getting your kids really excited about science. So they have different like age groups that you can select from, so you can go on their website, and they have, starting off with the Panda box, the koala. Mila's at Kiwi because it's for between 5 and 8 years old, and they go Atlas, Doodle, Tinker, Maker, and Eureka. So they go all the way up through like I think even to high school years. So this is gonna be a little fun science project to do every week, and we opted to have the books because you can opt to have them or not. It's an extra $10, and I wanted to because the books come they go with her kit that you get. She's making a marble timer. So it says just a second. So the book's going to talk about, I'm guessing what we're going to go through is probably time. And then each week it's something different, a different craft, a different little thing that you can make. So I'm really excited about this.
I never had this one of these.
I know, and we get to keep all the books and stuff and reread them. They're very fun, and the illustrations are beautiful. So definitely highly recommend KiwiCo. So moving on to Mila's curriculum, I decided to go with one company, and they were going to send me all the different subjects, and I really liked the different brands that they had. They had some really good math and English curriculums that I was already wanting to purchase anyways, and so they had a bunch of other things that they were going to throw in there. I really liked that they were just going to send the whole thing to me, and it was going to make my process a lot easier. I went ahead and went with Timberdoodle. So the cool thing about Timberdoodle is they offer religious and non-religious package options, or you could purchase each individual item on their own. I went ahead and went with the package deal, or you could customize it as well. There's so many different ways you could do it. If there's one item you'd want to switch out for another. But I went ahead and I just grabbed their package that they had, and they have different packages. They have like a small basic package, they have a little bit more stuff, and then they have the elite package with a lot. I went with like the medium one because the elite had a little bit excessive stuff in it. For me personally, just as far as kindergarten, maybe first grade, second grade, I want to go up to the elite. But as far as this year, I feel like the medium package, I believe it's called the complete package, worked for us. I mean, they go all the way through high school. So you can there's a toddler package, a pre-K, a preschool pre-K, and kindergarten all the way through 12th grade, which is really, really cool. And each one has something so different. I'm not sure if each year it's completely different, if they change it up every single year for the grades or not, but each year is obviously different on its own. So I'm going to go through and show you guys. There's no specific order. I'm just pulling it at how it is packed in the box. So first of all, we get this Thinking Skills K and Up book, and then there's also a Here and There book. I'm going to go ahead and open it just because after this video is over, I'm just going to be putting away everything anyways. The Thinking Skills book, and it has lots of really, really fun colors and pictures. So it looks like they're gonna be learning. So it's gonna do a lot of comparisons and matching and drawing. Oh, thank you. So I really like that. It's a lot of logical thinking, and I really, really like how the illustrations were in this book. Also came with a here and there book. Learn about people here, there, and everywhere. So this is just a book that we read. So I wonder if this goes with, yeah, the illustrations in these books that they give you are so beautiful. Next, what we got is Goblet Gobblers, and it's basically tic-tac-toe, but it's in a fun way. I was kind of watching how you play it, but I'm definitely gonna have to read more up on it. But something about you start off with the little ones, and then when you win, you put your bigger ones stacked up on top of it. But it's a very it's a very good game to get their brain moving. That's another thing that really drew to me about that really called to me about Timberdoodle. Careful with the books, was that they had a lot of like hands-on stuff and a lot of like fun little things like this for her to get her excited about learning for the day. So next up is her math. Math, you see, is such a good curriculum for math. I've heard amazing things about it. I already wanted to go with this particular book for her, so I was already like sold when I saw came with the package. But it has like the instructions, and then probably like a little workbook, and then a manual. So it's gonna help me. These two books are gonna help me out to train her and teach her with her book. Another thing that came with her kit was these, let's see, activities, 6 activities. So arts and crafts and stuff. There's 6 different arts and craft activities. So probably like once a month or something like that, or just to stretch it out, we'll probably do one of these activities for art. Now here's Smart Farmer, another little board game. It's kind of like just another little fun game to get her brain going. And I love how all these different things that they have in the box are like small businesses and stuff that they buy from, and they're not just stuff you can go pick up at the store. They're fun little games and stuff that you would have to order from these specific shops and stuff. So I really like that. Look inside your body. So it talks about all about your body, and it has like fun little flaps you can open up. So this is gonna be a really fun one. Oh wow. Just the illustrations, guys. I'm so excited. This is gonna be such a fun way to teach her. She's gonna have, wow, this is just beautiful. Oh my gosh. I'm excited for school. I'm excited for school. And then spelling, you can see, I think this is the same brand as Math, you see, or maybe it's not. But this is a good brand. This is gonna be like part of her English. And this is probably for test prep. So this is probably getting her ready for taking tests and stuff and bubbling in. But they sent us skill sharpener science. Oh, thank you. But they gave us the skill sharpeners geography and science. Got 180 days of social studies. And then I can doodle rhymes. So this is gonna teach her rhyming, wet, jet, draw a pet in a jet. So very cute way to teach her how to rhyme and spell and write. This is going to be like her handwriting. I really wanted this, the italic handwriting series. So it's going to teach her where she practices her alphabet, writing things and tracing things. And then more spelling, you can see where she's going to be learning to spell. And then, here is my kindergarten Timberdoodle's curriculum handbook. So it's going to go over like how to schedule everything, and yeah, it says scheduling, what things are used for, how you use it. It's a whole little kit book. I'm really excited about that they have that in there included, and you're not just kind of like, okay, where do I start in here? That was with the first box. I have one more box to get through, and then we will show you guys where we're storing everything. All right, last box. Okay, so we got the Mad Matter Quantum Pack. So it's some type of dough activity. I think there's other parts that come to it, but you get different types of dough. So that's going to be probably part of that's another little manipulative. They sent us some colored pencils, so that's why I didn't order colored pencils. let's see what's going on here. So there's some flashcards that talk about like what's going on. What do you see in the picture? What's going on here? Why is the kitten wet? Why is it crying? So a lot of like little fun brain activities. Oh, look, painting. So another art activity that we can do. And here's those pencils. Sharpener, looks like a little fish. And then they gave us this little bin to store like pens and stuff in it. And then I was really excited about this. So we got gears. So these are going to teach her how to put things together. And this would be a fun little break for math time. So if she's like really struggling with math and she's just like, okay, I'm done, I can't do anymore, she looks really frustrated, this would be a really great way to take a break. That's really going to be a fun little activity, and Ezra can totally play that with us. That was a really big thing for me, was I wanted some of these activities Ezra to be able to kind of play along with us, because he's going to get really jealous, of course, that Mila is getting all the attention and she gets to do fun little things at the table and he doesn't. So I wanted to be able to do a couple things, activities and painting and arts and crafts and stuff that he's going to be able to take part in as well. Because even though he's not like at preschool age or anything, a 2.5-year-old is going to want to do something that his big sister gets to do. I think the gears would be a fun little activity that he can join in as well. They gave us this world map puzzle. It's got a lot of pieces, so that would be a fun activity to do one day. And then here is her big old manipulative pack for it goes with her math UC. These are all the little, I remember if you remember these from school, but they had like all the little blocks and you'd piece them together, and it would help you learn to count and multiply, add, subtract, and all sorts of stuff. So that's really fun that she'll be able to like see the math. So when it's not just on paper, I'll be able to set the three little blocks out and be like, count the 3 blocks or count the blocks and see how many there are.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. So this one has all her books and everything in like little flashcards, reading books, and then we'll talk about what we read. And then Ezra lost this little last one. It's Jump. It's like it's another little card game. 2 to 4 players can play, so it's another little fun way to get her brain moving in the morning. So that is it as far as this stuff, and then of course the stuff that I told you that is coming on the way. But I think this will be plenty for us for the kindergarten school year. We're T-minus 1 week as of tomorrow till we start. Our school starts on the 16th, so comment down below, when does your kids go back to school? I remember starting around Labor Day, and I feel like it's getting earlier and earlier every year. We're starting in the beginning of August. It still feels so crazy. So we're gonna power through August, September, and then the baby will be here in October. So it's gonna be a very, very busy couple of months. So make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel so you don't miss out on all my decorating videos, homeschool videos, all sorts of stuff, and newborn baby videos, my birth vlog, and everything. So before we get out of here, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys where I'm gonna put everything. I'm not going to put it away right just yet, but I'm going to show you guys where exactly in my closet, my hall closet, where I do everything, and I'll show you guys kind of where we have our homeschool station set. Okay, so this is kind of our homeschool station. This is our dining room table, so we have it over here. I usually put my whiteboard up when we're doing school, and then on the back side of my refrigerator right next to my dining room table, I have our little calendar that I got from Target last year. I did not see it this year. Last year they had so much good homeschool like supplies and stuff in the Dollar Tree spot, but I did not see it this year. It's up here, and then if you go down in the hallway, in my hall closet, so I have of course all my stuff on top, my cleaning supplies up top so the kids can't reach it, and then below I have some of our swimming bag stuff, and of course grocery bags and blankets and all my other supplies that my household supply stuff. But in the middle here I have their Legos and Play-Doh and blocks they can play with. I'm of course gonna have to rearrange this a little bit more because we're gonna have so much more stuff to put in here. So I might have to move things a little bit around, but then I have their little bin of all their math stuff. So they have like a little clock, blocks, lots of little things that I found in the Target dollar spot. And then they have her little English one that has where she can trace letters. And then I have one more, my homeschool stuff that goes on the fridge back here. So this is kind of where I store all my stuff, and then I can take it out and take it over to the table. So that is pretty much it as far as storage. Mila, are you so excited for homeschool? You have 1 week till you start kindergarten. Just a little bit. What part are you most excited about? You're not going to kindergarten.
When I decide to do when I was sleeping in the baby seat, I want to do this part. So this is what I want to favorite needs to. Learn numbers.
You're excited to do numbers?
Learn numbers.
Oh, okay. I'm excited too. Ezra, you excited to do some like art projects with us? Yeah. You don't start kindergarten for another couple years.
Yeah.
Like another 2.5 years, buddy. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you had any questions or anything, please comment them down below and I will be glad to answer them. Or if you had any comments, or if you are homeschooling yourself. Are you guys excited about school? All that good fun stuff. I'm so excited for the school year. Of course I'm a little bit nervous. My first like official homeschooling year, but I'm really glad I have her, my assistant teacher, to help me kind of guide me through this whole process. It's going to take a lot of stress off of it. I've always wanted to be a teacher, so I get to be kind of a teacher and a stay-at-home mom all in one. So I'm really excited about that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.